Hello everyone, back again with us. Welcome to Moto Stylish channel. Today we will introduce the 2022 Ducati Streetfighter V2. 2019 brought a lot of changes to our lives, and in addition to the obvious things, some long-term consequences are still haunting. For example, a gap of 2 whole years between the release of the Ducati Panigale V2 and the subsequent appearance of the road-naked version with a steering wheel. However, the break is over. Meet Streetfighter V2. Ducati Streetfighter V2 2022. Ducati boasts that after the reinterpretation of the battle formula, a new fighter has appeared, and although this is good news, a number of questions arise. Who is this bike for? What has changed in it? What are the differences from the Streetfighter V4, minus the obvious ones? And finally, what motorcycles does Ducati consider to be a competitor of this model? The gap between the V2 and V4 lines, in addition to understandable differences in motors, consists of both visual and mechanical differences. The Ducati Streetfighter V2 is smaller than the V4, slimmer at the front, has shorter blades on the sides of the radiator, and has a more plastic-covered engine. In addition, the V2 lacks stock aero wings, but they are available as an option in plastic and carbon versions. V2 weighs almost the same as V4's 200 kilograms in running order. At the same time, from a certain distance it is quite difficult to recognize which option is in front of you. The characteristic headlight, one-sided swing arm and sharp tail lifted are simply identified as a Streetfighter, and up close it definitely looks safer than its big brother, based on a MotoGP monster. Ducati Streetfighter V2 on the track. The first thing you notice is the character of the Superquadro motor. Up to 9,000 it's pretty linear, but after that point and up to 11,000 it's absolutely frenetic, almost like a big, evil two-stroke with a hard peak that keeps your left foot on the shifter from relaxing and makes proper gear selection paramount. It's fun and exciting. The second thing that pleases is the information content of the front wheel and the excellent hook on it. It would seem that the weight distribution has changed quite a bit, but it is the additional confidence that means a faster ride. Just point it where you want it, brake hard in the corners, enjoy the stability. And you don't even have to fight it hard in or out of corners. It's funny, but the Panigale is praised for just such a character. It is powerful enough to ride very well, but it does not try to make a dead loop on the opening of the gas at the apex of the turn. As for the brakes, yes, the composition of the friction clutches has become softer, but you have to be a broken SHKMG schnick to want more aggressive pads. It brakes just fine. True, it reacts to too sharp or powerful countersteering with a strange swing of the front wheel. Finally, all in all, the Ducati Streetfighter V2 is hard not to love. It looks great, handles great on the road, and is a real pleasure on the track. And here's another thing, the older model, the Streetfighter V4, is a great bike, but it constantly teases and incites outrages, as if knowing that not everyone will decide to completely free this genie. And on the track, it's so close to the Panigale V4 that it just makes you want the Panigale V4, even if it comes at the cost of landing. And this is the great advantage of the Ducati Streetfighter V2, it is extremely flexible and comfortable. It is controllable, it does not incite to go beyond its own capabilities, although it allows you to shoot according to your mood, and on the track it does not exhaust you to the limit, leaving a reserve of strength and enthusiasm for the road home. As they say, it's better to go fast on a slow bike than slow on a fast one, and it's not like the Streetfighter V2 is slow in any way. Of course, there are also disadvantages. For a modern $17,000 road bike, not having a fuel gauge and cruise control is nonsense. Warm pins would also not hurt at all at their ridiculous cost, and a larger TFT display would not hurt. Still, it's a great bike for the money, and one of those that people buy despite its flaws, because at its core, it's exactly what a Panigale V2 with handlebars should be.